Action.
My name is Pavi and I'm going to be playing the therapist, and this is Taryn Howe, and she's going to be playing the client. Taryn is playing a 25-year-old Jamaican woman who was raped 2 months ago and is now suffering in her intimate relationship with her fiancé, her work environment, and her relationship with family and friends. In our initial assessment, we decided that cognitive therapy was going to be the best therapy for her, cognitive behavioral. Hi Taryn, how are you today?
I'm okay. I'm just taking it day by day, trying to maintain things. However, it's just a lot still going on with my relationship, family, work, and it's a lot for me to deal with after what happened.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me a little bit more about what's going on in your relationship.
Well, I know my fiance, he's real supportive of, of everything that I'm going through, and he understands how I feel. However, when it comes to intimacy, I just still feel a little dirty, so it's just like we haven't really been sexually active per se, and it's just, I don't know, I just don't want him to leave me because of it. I know after a while, I'm just trying to work through things, but it's just, I still feel dirty on the inside, so.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that since you've been raped, and when it comes to being intimate with your partner, you're feeling a little bit dirty. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. That's an understandable feeling, A rape is not something easy. It's a very normal feeling that you're having, a normal response. Okay? What I want us to do in cognitive behavioral therapy, what we have is this tool called a life problem solver. Okay? And in this tool, what we look at is what your thoughts are, what emotions are coming from those thoughts, the behaviors, and then what consequences are kind of resulting from all of that, okay? And then we're going to look at that, and we're going to try to have a different form of thinking so that you can kind of, have some better consequences that result from it. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay,
Sounds like
good.
very helpful.
All right, so let me go ahead and show you what the life problem solver looks like, okay? It's this little drawing here. It's a pretty neat little tool. All right, so let's go ahead and identify what your activating event was. What is it that happened that makes you feel dirty?
I was raped.
Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and we're going to write you were raped in here, okay? All right. So from that being the activating event, what thoughts are you having now that are causing you to shy away from your fiancé?
I am dirty. My fiance is going to leave me.
Okay, all right, and from that, what emotions, from that dirty feeling that you get, what kind of emotions are you feeling? How do you feel after that?
I just get so depressed, and I feel so worthless, and so not normal.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's fill that stuff in here. You put that you feel dirty, and your fiance is going to leave you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and from that, your emotions are you're depressed, you said you feel worthless, okay? Now, when you feel depressed and worthless, what do you do? What behaviors are you engaging in?
Well, definitely I drink a lot more, and I sleep all the time, and I'm not intimate at all with my fiance.
Okay, so you're sleeping more, you're drinking, and you're not being intimate with your fiance. Now, from these behaviors, what types of consequences do you think are going to come?
My fiance is just going to leave me.
Okay.
That's all I think.
And that's ultimately what
The consequences.
what you think is going to be the outcome, the final outcome.
He's going to leave me.
All right. So what I want to do is I want to ask you, what does dirty mean to you? You say you feel dirty. What does that mean to you?
Not clean, not pure.
Okay. Now, do you think that you're not clean? Or what truth is there to you not being clean?
Well, I'm not dirty.
Okay. Right there. You just said it yourself. You're not dirty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's think of a different thought. Okay, what could your new thought be?
My fiance won't leave me. I'm not dirty.
Good, okay, and what emotions can come from that new thought?
With that, I definitely feel a lot more hopeful and motivated.
Okay, good. Very, very good. So you're hopeful, you're motivated. What do you think your behaviors are going to be from that? What kind of new behaviors will happen?
Definitely. I'll be spending a lot more time with my fiance. And hopefully, I'll be able to have sex. I don't know.
And then if you're spending more time with your fiance and you're becoming intimate with him now, what kind of consequence do you think is going to arise from that?
Definitely from that, I feel like the relationship will get better and we get married.
All right. So let me ask you, Taryn, when you look at the very top here, when you see what your original thought was, I'm dirty, my fiance is going to leave me. You've been engaging, you're depressed, you said you felt worthless, your behaviors are you're drinking more, you're sleeping more, and you're not being intimate. And then you feel that from those behaviors, your consequences would be that your fiance does leave you. Now when you look at that new thought, and you see, I am not dirty, my fiance may not leave me, you see how positive and hopeful you feel? How you told me you felt hopeful? And the behaviors and the ultimate consequence that can come from it?
Yeah.
So you see how thinking in a better light, the positive responses that'll come from?
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
good. Good. So what I want you to do is I'm going to assign you some homework, and kind of just like we did today, all right, with our little life problem solver, I want you to go home, and I want you to do the same thing. You're going to fill out your problem solver just like we did here, and when you come back, we'll go ahead and we'll work on that again, okay? We'll work through some more stuff. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.